Do you hear something? Welcome to Motoring 88.
Thanks, Brad.
Now, I know you're testing cars each week, but even I know this is not a car.
No. Yeah, the first test drive. A lot of people will tell you that it takes a lot to shut me up, but you pointed the camera at me that first day and it was like silence. And it was a long golden silence too. But we muddled through. So jump in, fasten your seatbelt and hang on to your hat.
Let's go.
One of the early test drives we did was a Pontiac Bonneville. And at the time, it was a big car, and I thought it handled just fine. I drove one the other day, and I thought, oh my God, how on earth could anybody drive this at more than 50 kilometers an hour? Because it's not safe. It doesn't go around corners, it understeers, and it was just, I couldn't believe how far cars have come in such a short space of time. I don't know, since we started, 500 cars and 4 children, so there's been a lot of productivity going on. The other thing, we've done some very nice cars. I mean, the Lotus was fabulous fun because it felt like somebody was kicking you in the backside every time you nailed the gas pedal. Holy smokes! Somebody just kicked my ass in rapid fashion. God almighty, this thing is fast. We were cruising across town, and for some reason the Chrysler guy hadn't put a front plate on his Viper because he thought it made it look ugly. So of course the cop, seeing a Viper, no front plate, there's a license to have a chat, right? So we pull over and I get out and I give him the information and all the rest of it. So Dan gets out with the camera and walks up to the cop and says,
"Can you tell him he's been a bad boy?"
He has, he's been a very bad boy. You want to see me handcuff him?
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to.
That's great. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
in the 20 years I've been very lucky. I've had no scary moments with the exception of one. And that was when we were shooting a Volvo S60. We're very close to the end of the shoot when all of a sudden this little girl, her father kicks this soccer ball down a hill. Well, it bounces down the curb and then it hits the curb and goes at right angles into the road. So this little girl's running down the sidewalk, makes a right angle right into the road, right in front of me. And I hit the brakes and steered away from her. And at the end of it, you could see where her pant leg had just touched the corner of the bumper. And it was the scariest thing I've done ever during test drive, because for a split second all I saw was my daughter's face, and it was a horrible feeling. It's not until something like that happens that you realize and fully appreciate what brakes, and especially anti-lock brakes, can do for you. I nailed those brakes so hard that they would have locked up and I would have slid into her. Because of the anti-lock, maximum brake effort, and I managed to turn away from her, which is what saved her life, or at least some pretty serious injuries. You know, you know, hopping behind the wheel. Over the years, we've done a lot of silly things in cars. And we have pet names for each other that are probably not wise for family television. You better not be rolling. How am I supposed to work when the bloody cameraman's laughing at me? Do it till it's satisfied. Solid as a rock. Skeet, skeet, skeet. Deep, 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 deep. They're nice legs. What's the matter with them? Sorry, mate. Yeah. You weren't running on all that. You lie. You have to do all kinds of cars. You do everything from very pedestrian cars where, you know, test drive's not so much fun. Then you get to do some real special cars. And when you do that, it makes all of the toil and the hard work and the long hours out on the skid pad all worthwhile. Not a problem. Simply fold. It's locked up. Simply fold the seat forward just like that, and everything's a nice flat floor. What? Jolly good. We'll get out and try that again, shall we? I'll bet you that bum uses that.